Today we're going to be doing another tutorial on how to make a jerk beat. This is probably going to be my last one because I'm all jerked out. Pause. But yeah, I made another jerk beat and I'm going to show you guys how I made it. From the loop, the drums, to the melody. Oh yeah. First and foremost, I started off with a loop that I made myself. As you see here, it's called Drake Wavy Pad. I haven't used it, so I pulled it in. I'm going to play what it sounded like before I did all the chopping, reversing, and effects and stuff like that, and then after. So this is what it sounded like originally alone before. So what I liked was that little key roll right here. I pitched it up. I stretched it to fit out faster BPM because it's a jerk beat. You want to use faster BPM, stuff like that. I don't know why I'm crying right now. Maybe the music is just so beautiful. Pitched it up 200 cents. Stretched it like I said. And then I just chopped it. And that gave me this. The BPM we're at is 182, by the way. Then I went through, I layered it with a few more instruments. I layered it with this pad. The pad from Xenology. If you want the preset, this is it, Bell 15. And then I just put down this weird little melody. Originally it was just chords, and then I chopped it up and arpeggiated it, and it sounds like this. You should be able to hear the like constant horn in the background. That's basically what that is. After that, I layered the melody with another Xenology pattern. It's this little air lead. It sounds like this. Raw. It's just a lead, and I put down a pattern that followed the root notes just to add like a top lead that is interesting and adds a little more character to the beat. That sounds like this. Should be able to hear it. It's kind of faint, but it's just another little texture that adds everything. And that's really the whole loop all together. I was kind of going for like a hood trap / jerk beat, but we'll go through all the drum sounds one by one. So firstly, I started with this little reverse open hi-hat from the Rio kit. It sounds like this. It's just a cool little weird effect. I put it on here. It's like an offbeat kind of thing. It just fits a pocket. Every second beat, I guess you could call it. And that sounds like this. Just a little bit cool, just a little cool. Then I follow with this open hi-hat, another sound from the Rio kit. I put it down every 2 beats to keep tempo to the beat, and then this is the pattern. Now we have this clap snare, which is basically literally a clap and a snare put together in one sound. It sounds like this. I don't have a real reason for choosing a clap snare. It might have just been the first thing I clicked on, but this pattern is a little bit on the weirder side. I think I just filled gaps for the most part. Yeah, so listen to it. Now you can actually hear and feel it, like it's starting to come to life a little bit more. Everything's starting to work together how it's supposed to. We're gonna go over this Rio slingshot snare. So this is the Rio slingshot snare. Honestly, it's one of my favorite snares of all time. This is what it sounds like. It literally sounds like there's like it's at the end of a rope and it's swinging and you hear the whoosh. I don't know what to call it. Here I used it just to fill in any really dead space that the rest of the drum pattern leaves out. And then over here it gets a little freaky to add more sauce and color and character to the beat. But that sounds like this. So this is the 808 I used. It's the energized 808. I don't even know what kit this is from, but it's really just a hard-hitting, gritty 808. This is what it sounds like. For this one, I really followed the pattern of the snares in the beat. In a hood trap kind of jerk type beat, the snare hits with the kick or the drum or the 808 or whatever like that. So that's basically what I did. I made the patterns match each other just to give it that vibe. But on top of that, I just did a little bit of tweaks here and there to the pattern just to switch it up and differentiate the two of them. This is what it sounds like. And then I followed it up with this bass, Goonie bass, one of my favorite basses of all time in general too. Sounds like this. It's just nice and smooth. I love the way it sounds. And yeah, I just use this to fill in a little bit of dead space that the other 808 didn't fill in. That's literally it. That's what this sounds like. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to show you how I really arranged the beat, because this is not how I actually arranged it. So one more thing that I didn't mention before was I also added my tag. I used my tag as a vox, because in these beats there's a lot of voxes and stuff. What I did is I took my tag, chopped it up a little bit, made it fit the beat and sound a little bit nicer, and I threw that in there. So firstly, what I did is I consolidated the melody and then all the drum sounds that aren't low end, so like everything that's not an 808 or a kick. This is what it sounds like. And yeah, to arrange it, I started off with, well, I'm just literally just gonna play the arrangement. Started off with the melody. You can't really separate the two of these. But I mean, I don't mind it. We started off with just melody, the percussive parts of the drums, not the 808 or the kick, like I said. And then the bass, the Goonie bass, and then my tag, just for effect here. That's what that sounds like in the intro. And then it drops into the full beat, and that's literally it. Yeah, and that's really it for the beat breakdown. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, put them down below. Like HOODTRAP and jerk is really easy, bro. It's not a lot to it. You just gotta get the flow of it all. Honestly, you can listen to 2 or 3 of those beats and come up with something on your own and make your own. Yeah, if you like the video, like it, sub up. Thank you for even tuning in. All hail.